How you doing today, man? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just
You
vibing.
good? Hey. So it's like, what time is it over there? Because I'm over here in Arizona right now. Where you at? You in?
Nebraska, so it's 12:30.
Oh man, we got what, 2 hour difference? Yeah,
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 I know. I was just talking to somebody about that.
yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, what did you do today? Tell me about yourself, Tim. A lot of people might not know who this is, but welcome to Faithful Over Famous podcast. I'm your host, DJ Motivation, and today with us we have a good friend of mine. I have grown with this man. This man has grown with me. I remember
Yo,
him in middle school. Now he's about to graduate and be a grown man. Tim, tell the
well,
people who you are today, man. Who are you?
I'm Tim Dunnick, and I'm 18. Um, Looking forward to learning more about the Bible and understanding it, and be able to speak my word that I have for other people in the future too.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So Tim is actually thinking about. I don't know if you told anybody this yet, but Tim has actually been thinking about speaking to a lot of people in, like we all have. We all been thinking about speaking to people on a regular basis, but I think some of us want to do it full time and
Yeah.
actually talk to people on a regular basis and whatnot. And so, if you guys don't know, Tim, what are some of the things that you have done so far with speaking?
I've been doing devotionals for my young adults group that we have, and then I've done a few like mini sermons for my youth group, and then this summer planning on being a counselor for kids camp, and then slowly grow into being like a youth pastor position, maybe one day. I don't know yet.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And then you guys have probably heard me a few times on Tim's podcast because Tim actually has a podcast, and I don't know
Eh,
what's going on with the podcast right now. Tell me what's going on with the podcast, man.
I haven't touched it in a while, to be completely honest.
It's all right. It's all right, because sometimes it's like you get on it and then you stop and then you get back on
Yeah.
and then you stop again. I mean, like this podcast right here, by all means, is like we started. When did we start? We started Faithful Over Famous a while back, and
I was on one of the first episodes. I remember that when you weren't doing the videos.
yeah. We started a while back. I think we were in St. Louis or Missouri or something like that when we
Yeah, right there. Yep.
yeah, we did a episode and whatnot, and I know we did it. I did an episode while I was in Texas. I was in the old place in Texas. Now I'm in Arizona. I'm a traveler, guys. If you guys don't know, I am a traveler. I am a traveler. Um, a little bit about myself. I am a speaker. I'm a musical artist. I am a producer, music producer, video producer. I run a production company, and I've had a lot of people come to me talking about wanting to start a podcast. Um, and I know how to run a podcast. I know how to set it all up, but I never really actually ran my own podcast.
Yeah.
And and I think we kind of talked about this. Tim and I actually talked about this when I lived in Sioux City, Iowa, and it was just like, yeah,
Oh,
we got this. And lo and behold, we're doing it. So
great.
I
Yeah,
I think Tim actually did his podcast before I started mine.
I did. I started like 4 months before yours, and then I was smacking you on the head to start your own.
Was like, okay, I got it. I got the hint. I'll do it. I'll do it. So, one of the things about this podcast is we kind of keep it loose. Well, Lord, we pray for that person right now that
Oh,
they will be good, Father God, that you intervene in whatever situation is going on right there. Sirens, man. I think I got that from my wife or my mom. I don't know who I got that from.
oh, I do that all the time too.
Yeah, like anytime you hear a siren, you just stop and pray because I mean,
You
That
never know what
person
the situation is.
just never know what the situation is. There's
Yo.
not sirens coming after me. I'm totally fine. That person has sirens either coming to pick them up or take them somewhere, you know? So, like,
Mhm.
I just stop and I pray for those people, man, you know, because you
Oh,
just
yeah.
never
You
know.
gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta. You just never know what's going on, you know? But yeah, so Faithful Over Famous podcast, man, we basically talk about how we are just humans, Christians living a human experience,
Yeah.
and there is no fluff here. So we are speaking 100% truth. We're not sugarcoating anything. Real is real. We talk real. I
Yo.
mean, we don't sugarcoat it when we have to talk to God and we're on our knees crying, boo-hoo, and snot coming out the nose. So, I feel like if we're talking to our fellow brothers and sisters, man, we can be 100% authentic and be
Oh,
real
yeah.
at the same time. Um, and so, Tim, you are 18, you said, right?
Yes, just turned 18 in December.
What's your birthday, bro? What's your birthday?
December December 30th.
December 30th.
Yes.
Dude, so you're like a New Year's baby.
So one thing my mom always says, you know, good thing you weren't New Year's baby. She's like, that would have been hectic. I was like,
That really would have been hectic. Like, you was like, you know what? Imma just come out just a little bit early, you know?
yeah, give you a rest day on New Year's.
I'll give you one last day to kinda chill, and then one day to party and whatnot, and that's crazy, that's crazy. So, you're 18, you're about to
Yeah,
graduate, right? Because you're a
this
senior.
week.
What? Yes, the
I
15th?
gra- I graduate Sunday, and then I have my graduation party Saturday.
Yo, that's legit, that's legit. Yo, so what are your initial plans for graduation, like, right after you graduate?
Quite literally, Monday I start a full-time job.
Kid to adult.
Yup,
Oh,
I don't have any breaks. I cannot have a break.
that's what's up, man. Are you thinking about college? Any college perspective? I
Mm.
know you're a football player. If you guys don't know, this guy is a beast on the field. Like, if you're standing in front of him, he will run you over. I've tried to like move him, and he lifted me up his head, and like he even jacked me up before I left. He literally had me up. I couldn't do nothing. I was just like, oh, I'm all right. I'm good.
I was only 15 at the time when you left.
Wow. Yeah. That man. So what colleges? You got any colleges that you're looking at?
No, I do not. I had a few colleges reach out, but I denied all of them
Okay, okay, all right.
because I didn't want to do football in college.
Bet, bet. I got you. And yeah, they probably all want to give you like a full ride. Like, yo, come to my college, play on the line, and yeah, like yeah, no, I get you. I get you. So with that, I like how you have your head on your shoulders already at 18. And you basically are saying that, listen, you guys saw me as one thing, but I want to be seen for more
Oh
than
yeah,
one thing. So it kind of poses a question of impact, because the people are looking at you to basically have an impact on their football team and have an impact on their college and things like that. But you're like, no, that's the wrong impact that
yeah.
you want me to have. and
It's
and
like I could have an impact that way, but there's little things I could do, but I'd rather do bigger things than just be on a football team and just play my college career and then don't know what's next, then have a plan and have a bigger impact on the world today.
Yo, this man said, big things popping and little things stopping.
Yeah.
Man said, I am not doing these small things that these people want me to do. I got bigger things to do. I got bigger impacts to do.
Oh,
Boom. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, like, how do you think? How would you? because there are ways that we can actually impact people that are positive and negative.
Yeah.
I mean, our relationship, hopefully I have impacted you in a positive way. No, no, fully tanked, fully
Yup.
tanked. Hopefully I impacted and left something in you,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that you can continue to grow. But that's a understanding that we could actually impact people, positive or negative, based off of how we act, how we perceive other people, how we perceive ourselves, how we interact with people, and how ultimately how we interact with God and things like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Because I feel like people want to take the easy road. And we talked about this on one of your podcasts, is like take the easy road and not go through the pains and the struggles of developing their self.
Mhm.
And in in the midst of that, it's like, okay, if you're not going to develop yourself, what kind of impact are you leaving on this world?
Yeah.
Because you're not changing yourself. You're going to be the same type of person over and over. And you're just
It's
not.
just like the definition of a psychopath is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Bro, you know how many times I done said that this week? This week alone, I have talked to 2 or 3 different people, and I have mentioned that particular. I don't even know the conversation. I think it was something to do with business.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, like how do you
How
let's
do you expect to grow
yeah,
when you're trying to
yeah.
do the same thing? It's like with sin. You always expect to grow in your faith, but then if you keep doing the same sin, you're just gonna keep falling down. Yeah, drink that water.
Yeah. So here's the question. Let's deep dive into this real quick, right? Because a lot of people look at impact differently, but at the end of the day, impact doesn't have to be a negative thing. Impact can be like a
Mhm.
simple it, and I've seen a lot of pastors talk about what's your
Oh,
it,
yeah.
you know. But let's talk about you being a high school student about to graduate literally this weekend. Um, how do you think you've reached, or do you think you've reached or touched the heart of your peers around you in your last 4 years of college, or last 4 years of high school?
Personally, I feel like I've only reached, like, a handful of people, and something I smack myself on the head a few times because like I might have had an opportunity to do something, but I didn't listen to God's voice or like what's going on in my life, and like I feel like I'm overwhelmed, but I'm not. At
What do
one point, at one point, I almost quit football because I thought I was overwhelmed with other things in my life when it was just fake things sent.
So what do you think what do you think was one of the big things that kind of held you back from like talking to people, or like checking in on people and be like, "Hey, are you okay? Can I help you with anything?" Like
Hmm.
actually, give them that Christ that's in you. Like y-
Yeah,
what do you think one of those things that you can identify to say, "Okay, this is actually what kept me from talking to those people?"
I feel like just like when I was like freshman, sophomore year, I had like severe social anxiety. I could not like handle talking to people. Like I could go up and talk to somebody one on one, but as soon as it's like if they're like near anyone else, I cannot like go up and talk to them. That's like something I'm struggling with right now. I want to be able to speak more to people like on a public basis, but I'm not able to as of right now. But I feel like I'm slowly getting out there.
There's actually, now that you mentioned that, there's somebody in the Bible that was like that.
Zacchaeus? No, not
Z-
Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus
Zachariah? Was it Zacchaeus?
Zacchaeus was the one who climbed the tree.
Yeah, yeah, in the sycamore tree.
Yep.
But wasn't
Oh,
it him?
yes.
I think it was him.
Yeah,
That
I think so.
he had a problem with talking to people, and that was the reason why he climbed in that tree, wasn't it?
Mhm. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, let me look it up real quick.
I'm about to do the same thing.
I think it was. I'm thinking Zachariah, but I don't think it was Zachariah. I think it was Zacchaeus. I don't even know where Zacchaeus is in the Bible. I know it's New Testament. Oh man. Uh, Ezekiel, Zakia. Hold on. We got this smartphone here. Let's see how smart it is. Do-do-do. Who was uh let's say who had stage fright?
Moses had a speech impediment. I remember that one though.
No, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah, Moses did. It says Moses had stage fright. Um, David brought a rock to a sword fight. Yo, that's funny. That's funny.
Very.
Yeah, but Moses. So actually, Moses is a good one that a lot of people know of. But he had to talk
Yeah.
to kings like pharaohs, and
Oh yeah.
uh, and he didn't want to talk to them. You get me?
Yeah, and
Like
he also had to be a leader
he had to be
to. Yup.
he had to be a leader. And I think that ultimately what it goes back to is being a leader because I remember I remember a time I was a little bit older than you. I think I was like maybe 21 or 22 and I was living in Florida. My mom had visited me. She had came over from Belize and she was
Yeah.
visiting me. And I remember it like it was yesterday, man. Like we were driving in the car and I was in the passenger seat and we listening to music, we jamming out, right?
Mhm.
Because mom letting me listen to what I can listen to, whatever I can listen to. I'm grown now, right? So, we
Yeah.
jamming out in the car, pushing the whip, windows down, dreads blowing, dreads was not as long as they are right now, like this,
They were short little ones.
blowing in the wind. And, my mom told me that I have to don't be afraid, but you will have to be a leader.
Oh yeah.
And it's not just because you're a man, it's because you have been ordained, you have been called. Uh,
Mhm.
and because females can be leaders too, we see that today. I'm actually looking forward to the first female president. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I just think that'd be a cool day.
Yeah.
Um, but she told me, she was like, "Yo, you have to be a leader." And I remember telling her plain, like I kind of cut her off and everything. And I was like, I do not want to lead. I don't want anybody looking up
Mhm.
to me because the decisions that I make, I don't want those decisions to affect somebody else's life.
Yup.
So I rather not be a leader. Like, I don't want to be somebody that people look up to. I don't want to be somebody that they call on to need if they need help. Like, I don't want to be that person. Let me just be a wild child
Mhm.
and let me be free and do whatever I want to do. And she was like, it kind of took her back because she was like, I don't know how or why you have such a defiancy to being a leader, but she said this, she said, whether you like it or not, you're going to be a leader in your life. And
Oh yeah.
if you get there now, yeah, like it would be easier for you to get that understanding now than later on down in life, because you can work on it from now versus trying to work on it later on in life. And
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it took a while for me to actually figure that out. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it took a while for me to figure it out. But you see that countdown? I told you about the countdown. Countdown was like, all right,
Uh.
your story's done. Keep going. But no, at the end of the day, man, I think that's what it boils down to, man. Like, I feel like for us to be able to reach out to people and touch other people, like, we have to be leaders. We have to step out of our comfort
Yep.
zones, you know?
Gotta learn to hold yourself accountable and others accountable too, otherwise you ain't gonna see growth in you or in others.
Mm, that's now that right there. That right there. Now that's the it, peoples. That's the it. If you want to know what the it is, that is the it. You want to find your it, hold yourself accountable. No, but like at the end of the day, I probably should just, okay, 1 second. 1 second, everybody on the live. all two people.
I'm about to say, click that.
No, I mean like I could have just turned off the camera just now, but I'm like, psh, nah, we live. I told you this is
Oh
uncut.
yeah,
So like at the
uncut.
end of the day, right? At the end of the day, like we have to be leaders. We have to be how did Jesus put it?
Yeah. Wait, I feel like I have a verse already in mind. Let's
Like
see. Where's it at?
like do you remember on when Jesus went they were doing the last supper and you had Mary was washing Jesus' feet and and then that was a whole situation by itself. But then Jesus went and started to wash the feet of the disciples.
Yo,
And this in this particular story, what I got from it is literally Jesus saying that in order to be a leader, you have to be willing to serve. Okay.
yo,
In today's day and age, in order to be a leader, you got to be willing to serve those people around you. Because if we're trying to find out what our it is in ourselves, if we're trying to reach out and touch the hearts of other people will look up to us if we choose to serve, because in turn, as we're serving those people, they grow respect for us, and then we end up leading them. Like I don't know how many times I've served you in the past. I maybe giving you a plate of food, or
yeah,
taking you out and things like that.
yep.
Probably served you as a big brother and things like. I don't know if I'm
Oh,
leading you at all, because I'm definitely doing a podcast that you started first. So technically, I would be following.
yeah.
Uh,
I got a good verse that you were just talking about.
Go ahead.
Matthew 20:26 through 28. But among you it will be different. Whoever wants to be a leader among you must be servant, and
Mm,
whoever wants to be first among you must become your slave. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve others, hi- and gave his life as ransom for many.
yo, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep, not just in the form of that came from the Bible, but that's deep in so many aspects because when it said slave, just think about it. We all work a 9 to 5 job unless you're an entrepreneur, right? And even
Yeah.
when you're an entrepreneur, you're still somewhat of a slave because your client is the person that's paying you. And so you got to satisfy them. So no matter what, as long as we're on this earth toiling, unless and we have made our own product and we can be a slave to that product because we got to sell it,
Mhm.
um, we all still have that thing that we have to work on. We have that slavery that we have to submit ourselves to, in
Yeah.
order to eat, in order to sleep. And we got to pay rent. Like I don't know. Last time, well, I mean, you don't have to pay rent right now, but you might have to pay rent very soon. You
In
know,
like 20 days.
everybody watching, let's start a GoFundMe so we can help this man for the first month, his first and last month rent. We've all been there.
I got graduation, so
Hey, there we go. Get that graduation money. Facts, facts. We just to jump back on topic, we have to think about what our it really is. And I've been looking into it and researching it and trying to figure out like really what our it is. And the it is different for everybody.
yep.
Like your it is different from my it right now is spreading the gospel around the world using computer software, right?
Mhm.
Faithful over famous podcast, like that is literally my it. It doesn't have to be necessarily the Faithful over famous podcast, but like went to school for video production, went to school for marketing, went to school for music production. And so, you know, God actually prophesied over me that I would be doing, spreading the gospel around the world, doing something that I love using computer
Yep.
software. If that's not clear and concise of what my it is for this life, I don't know what is. You get me?
Yeah.
Like working somewhere else would be beneficial to pay the bills if needed. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, when I get off of that, when I clock out, the main thing I need to be doing is sitting here behind this computer, either storyboarding the idea that you and I actually storyboard and things like that, you know,
Yeah.
writing a new song, producing that song. Like I just finished producing Cliff J's song American Nightmare. So if you guys haven't heard it, go check it out, right? And if you guys just a little plug real quick, if you guys want to follow Cliff J, that's his handle right there. And in his bio, you can go listen to that song. It's CSRWriter.1. Follow Cliff J on IG, you know.
Mhm.
Um, and again, follow Tim because he's just starting out in this world, but he's about to do some monstrous things. I pray that on him. I prophesy over that man right there. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like if you already know what your if you already know what your it is, then we need to stop wasting time and
Yep.
we need to get behind that it and do whatever needs to be done to make sure that it is done or accomplished or being worked.
Yep.
Um, but how do you, Tim, real quick, like, what do you think? Like, how would people try to find their it? Like, just
Most people experiment, like, with, like, sports. You find if you like sports there, you dive into the Bible, understand it more. You can, understand on, like, how specific things like computer science, you have math, you have teaching. There's many different job opportunities, and most times when it's their they want to do it for their job.
right, right. There, it turns
And
into a passion. Yeah,
yep. And so, like, for me, like, I love cars, but doesn't mean it's my it. I
right.
love cars, I love working on them, doesn't mean I want to that's something I wanna work as, like, a job.
Mhm.
And, like, for me, I want to understand and be able to speak to people as my job.
And I mean, like you hit it right on the head there, because I mean, for people to find out, or for us to, because we are all, if we already know what our it is, we are now
Mhm.
called to help other people find their it, right? And so the people to start with are the people that surround you, like your close knit circle. You know, like I've had multiple close knit circles in my life, and some people has gone, and some people have stuck around with me, and those are people that I consider as my family. And so my thing is always the people that I choose to let stay around me. What are their it? What makes them tick? What do they enjoy?
Yep.
What skills are they good at, or what skills do they have? You know, the it is something that complements yourself. Is complements your who you are. It complements your work. It complements your accomplishments, and I mean, there's much more things that you can like figure out to what your it would be. But at the end of the day, as we try to figure out what our it is in this life, like Tim, he may know what his it is right now. I mean, he at the beginning of the show, he was talking about his it was probably going to be speaking, you know, and being a public speaker, you know, and that's legit. He's already said that he's already spoke for the youth camp or and he's spoke at a youth camp. He's already made a couple of sermons, mini sermons, and already provided. No, you spoke at
I spoke at my church
you
for
spoke
young
at
adults.
church for young adults, and
There
you
we go.
sermons, but you've also counseled at a youth camp, right?
Yeah, I'm doing that this summer.
Okay, and you're doing that this summer. So I mean, like that right there, it already shows that he wants to be a speaker. He wants to help people using this. He doesn't want to curse people. He doesn't want to bring people down with this, you know, because that tongue is sharper than a two-edged sword. We can cut
Oh,
people,
yeah.
we can build them up, you know, at the end of the day, you know. And so my it. Like, I just want to produce God driven content so that somebody that might need it can see it and can view it and share it, and God can speak to them through it. Like, that's my it. You get me? Hence, we're on a live right now.
Yo,
So yeah, man. I mean, I didn't even look at the chats. Yeah, let me look at the chats right now. Yeah, so I mean, like, in the chats, just write in, what do you think how do you think we can help people find their its, and what is your it right now? Like, what are you guys doing? What is your, for the three people that are watching us right now? hey, hey, I
it's
told
better than none.
Hey, it's better than none. I mean, I saw we had like six people up here at one point, and I was like, "Oh snap, that's legit." But no, for real. Like, what's your it? So it's like, "Hey, Mark, I don't know if you have an interview podcast. Congratulations. If you need a guest, teach or preach, yo, that's what's up. I appreciate it, Candace.
Hey,
Definitely." Um, and then we have a couple of people that are watching, and we got a Marche. Marche was like, "Hey, Mark." My mom, Denise, Miss Denise Lopez. It's always weird saying my mom's name because you always say your mom.
yeah, you already said mom.
Yeah, like she said, so true. I don't know what we were talking about. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like the it's that we have in our lives, it should parallel to the things that we actually enjoy doing in our lives.
Yo,
So that's what we really we're talking about today. Is just, what is your it, and how do you find your it, and then are we helping people get to our its, and how are we helping people get to their its? um One of the things that I just wanted to say is, in every environment, that in whatever environment, do what you feel is best to assist and reach others, because helping other effectively will currently help them get through whatever rough patch they're going to through, and ultimately help them find their it. Is it will help them find the usage of their it, or it help them find their it to where this is something that they have to develop. um, and that's just my opinion, but it's just,
yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
So
Like,
basically, I know what you're trying to say. Overall, just be a positive aspect to people, especially if they have a passion about it. See if they are have like an itch, like there's just one song. It says, "I got an itch to scratch. I need to find what I'm passionate about." And so like you see someone over there working on a car, and they're like have a smile on their face, and you're like, oh, that's a conversation piece. And then you help them out understand more cars if you understand them too. And it's just slowly helping them grow overall.
yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Oh, awesome discussion. Thank you, Delcia, Miss Delcia. Um, that I've seen I've seen musicians. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm keep it in a realm that, like, I know I can identify with. I'm gonna keep it on my it side. I've seen musicians find their it and put their it on the shelf. Okay, so I say this to say, if you find your it and you find something that makes yourself happy, you find something that you can actually use to glorify God with, don't shelf it.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I say that because I'm that person that shelved it. Okay. At the beginning of this podcast, we talked about how we wanted to start a podcast. Okay. Um, it took me 4 months after Tim started his podcast. 4 months after Tim started a podcast. Now, mind you, we had already started talking about podcasts years before,
Before it get popular, by the way.
before it came out, but before podcast was even a thing. Like, people was like, yeah, yeah, we're gonna do a podcast now, and podcast became like very big. Like Tim and I was like, we should do a podcast. We should just sit down in a room and we should just talk. Like, yeah, we should do that.
Hey, yeah.
Podcast became a thing. Honestly, we actually did research and all of that. Like, we really tried to develop. We did research. What's the platform do you do it? How do we do it? Do we just go on a live?
What's
Like,
the success rate of it?
what's the
Like, stuff
success
like
rate?
that.
Like literally, like what equipment do we need? Like we literally went in and we had a very like we did a very in-depth thing. But then it wasn't until Tim got with his friends and they started what was it called?
Three guys in life.
Three guys in life. How clean and precise can you get? Three guys in life. There was literally three guys and they talked about life. Like I mean, like that right there just tells you what it's about in the title. You know, faithful over famous. I'm letting you know, like I don't really care about being famous. Like that's not the goal. If you guys follow my Instagram, you'll see I just posted something the other day that Jay-Z said, and he said, and he was actually talking about the it. He wasn't talking,
Mhm.
and he was saying that we all have a God given talent, and
Oh, yeah.
if we have that God-given talent, that's our it, okay? But that God-given talent, that's something that we should pursue. It's not about being famous. It's about doing the things that we love to do because it won't be work. It wouldn't feel like work. It would feel like this is our purpose on this earth. And if we continue to develop that purpose, we continue to develop that it. And then at the end of the day, we would help somebody else find their it. Um, Oh, let's see. Miss Denise Lopez, my beautiful mother. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that's watching. If you are a mother, my beautiful mother said, "My it is helping others find their destiny." That's deep. Okay, because like at the end of the day, to help somebody find their destiny is literally helping somebody find their core meaning of their life. Okay,
Mhm.
their core meaning. Whether you are supposed to be a musician and worship God for the rest of your life and be on the praise team, or be on the Billboard charts, like what is your destiny? Um, and it says here that it is my destiny teaching enough loving people to serve others, and that right there is literally like what Tim and I is doing right now. Like we are literally talking and as loving people, and we're just helping other people grow, because at the end of the day, when when I found my destiny, because I already have my destiny. I know what my destiny is. I'm gonna die doing what I do. Facts.
Especially with the shoots you do sometimes
I
behind
I
in the
mean,
bed of a truck, you know.
you know, when you
I know
know,
that one.
when you know, you know. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
like, I don't. I was just looking
OSHA?
for you guys that don't know what OSHA is a regulation. I guess government regulation. So if you're not doing something in compliance, OSHA will come after you and they will give you
Safety.
a fine. Yes,
Safety.
safety. And there was this one video shoot that there was a parade of trucks on a highway, and we weren't going too fast, but we were going fast enough because any speed on the highway is fast. And yes,
Yup.
I was hanging out the back of a truck getting the shot. I was getting the shot.
Worth.
It was worth the shot. It was worth the shot. You know that video is the most viewed video I have on YouTube.
Really?
Yes, it is the most viewed video. I mean, it was definitely worth the shot. You know,
Oh, yeah.
safety, definitely working on that. Definitely working on that. But when you find your it, you pursue your it with everything that you have. Hold your camera hanging out the back of a truck. Get that shot because that's your it. Well, that was my it.
Well well, Tim's video, you videoing that.
While Tim videos me doing that. Hey, on that note, Tim was holding my foot though. He did
Hey,
have me. Tim had me, My life
Don't
has been in Tim hands a few times.
don't
All
trust
Tim
that.
Hey, all Tim had to do was like, "You know what? I did not like what you said the other day." You
Oh, yikes.
Oh, man. But at the end of the day, like, I can't say that I helped Tim find his it, but while Tim was around me, he saw me pursuing my it. And being that leader to him, or being that big brother to him, being that person that he can look up to, uh, he's able to then do whatever he wanted to do in life because he saw me actively pursuing my it. He saw me actively pursuing the things that I wanted to do in life. You get me? I told you
Yeah.
I told you I was going to have that call.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And yeah, it's still going.
Your camera countdown too. They
Oh,
don't.
yeah, that camera's off now. Now I'm literally just live streaming. Oh man. Well,
Mm.
Tim, congratulations, man. Happy birthday.
About 5.5 months late, but it's
I'm
alright.
just saying, it's 5.5 months late. I didn't tell you on your birthday last year. At least I don't think I did. So happy birthday.
I don't know.
Congratulations. Congratulations on making it through your 4 years of high school. Congratulations on making it through middle school, elementary school, and I wish you the best as you continue your life. I honestly, I went to college, but I would tell people all the time, if you don't have to go to college, like if God is not calling you and leading you to go to college, man, like do something else with your life,
Oh, yeah.
because at the end of the day, that is a debt that you really don't want to have to pay. God already paid everything.
Yep.
Why are we adding on more debt? It's like, why? Like, I get it. Some people need it. If you're a realtor, you're an architect, like I get it. Might need to go to school. Yeah. If you're trying to do film, like I get it, you might need to go to school to figure out how to do it from ground zero. But there is YouTube University where you can learn everything. Quick plug. I am actually building an online course. So if you guys wanted to learn how to run your own production company, like I
Come
got you.
take that course.
Like
What?
I got you. Come on to the course. You get me? Like it's not built
Yep.
out yet, but I'm dropping a tutorial today that I just finished up. Yesterday, which was amazing. It's about microphones and using microphones to make them sound the way they do right now.
Hey, and I
You get
learned how to edit from Mark on Lightroom.
this guy learned how to edit photos on Lightroom from
Now
me.
my gym photos are looking
A1. A1. Like the steak sauce. Oh,
yup.
man. Oh, hold on. My mom said, what was it? Your first, which is my first. It was having me stop the car so that you could film a car in the river in Belize. Wow. Wow. So basically, what she's saying right here is that, and this is what I was saying, is that when you get to a place where you are showcasing your it and you are actually walking out your it,
Oh,
living
yeah.
out your it, people will see it. And my mom said she was able to see my it when I literally was, I don't know how forceful I was, but I was very argumentative to stop the car. And I asked my mom to stop the car. Now there was an accident. Now, mind you, okay, I wasn't stopping. Let's just disclaimer. Let's get this out of the way, okay? The person was not in the car, okay? Person had already gotten out of the car, okay? But I just wanted to give you this understanding. I was not actually pulling over to help the person pull the car out of the water. I was not, okay? Full disclaimer. I was not. My passion, my it was to film. And what I wanted to do was to film this accident that just happened so then we can report it to
Oh, yeah.
somebody who would then get more people to help and all of that. Okay, so
Mhm.
quick disclaimer: I'm not a bad guy. I'm just saying my it was to film, and I literally told my mom, I was like, "Please stop the car so that we can film this." And lo and behold, I became a cinematographer or a videographer for a news station. What was I
Okay.
filming? What was I filming? I was filming accidents. I was filming good things and bad things that was happening all over. Like literally, that is what I still do. There's a app called Stringer that your dad got me on, and
Yup.
like literally, we go around as freelance videographers, and we stream or we film things that need to be filmed, which are accidents that happen, road construction, um, building on fire. We're not running in to be Superman. We're not saving the people inside of it. We are literally just doing our
Or
side
the news.
of, we're reporting it. But that's my it. My it wasn't to be the fireman. My it wasn't to be the police officer. No.
Mhm.
So everybody has their it. And so I'm not going to knock anybody's for their it. I'm just saying that when you're walking in your it and when you're showcasing your it, everybody can see what that it is. Okay. Now,
Yup.
my mom could be the same person who's like, you ain't gonna help them. That's why I told you guys at the beginning of the story there was nobody in the car. Okay, because yes, I would have jumped in. I can swim, and I would have helped them. Uh, but the car was like out of the water, like hanging
Ooh.
off of like it was very dangerous. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the front of the car was in the water. The person was already out of the car, and yeah, like at any moment the car could have like tipped over and fully gone in. So it was like a very rough time. But we yeah, it was a time. Hope gladly everybody was safe. There was nobody harmed.
Mhm.
I don't know how the car got there, but it got there. But yeah, so at the end of the day, yeah, we had some good memories together. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm glad I was able to help you, Tim, um, learn how to do some things like film, edit, things
I
like
wanna
that.
do more of them. So yeah.
I mean, I'm always looking for people to hire. I'm just saying. I mean, well, guys, I do appreciate it. And like at the end of the day, man, you guys go give Tim a follow. This is the Faithful Over Famous podcast. I'm actually thinking about getting my first tattoo. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really thinking about it. Like, yeah, look at that. I like your tattoo, man. I like your tattoo. Like that tattoo.
Isaiah 41:10.
Isaiah 41:10. Isaiah 41:10. But yeah, I had some things that I was thinking about. And God just laid on my heart today. Pray, read, discipline. Oh yeah, that phone call still coming in.
No, no, look at my mom's comment now.
Oh, hold on. Let me get up in there. Let me get up in there. Hold on. Let me hit this chat button. All right. Uh, so is she saying that your it is
She's saying,
is
"I'm not moving that far."
okay. Okay. I got you. No, well, I mean, you can be remote. You don't have to come on
Yeah,
down.
what?
You don't
No.
have to come on down to Texas to edit. Like you can literally be
Yes,
remote.
yes.
Like I oh, you're trying to come to Texas. You come on through. You come on through. I talked to wifey. I don't think she'll mind. She loves you. So hey, Lord, can we adopt? No, actually we can't because after you're 18, you're grown, so I can't adopt you.
True, true.
But we can find a spot. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh man. Hey, well, I guess it's that time for you to go too, because I feel like somebody's telling you to go work out with them.
Oh, yep, my buddy's being on my butt about it, even though he doesn't go to the gym, but
Oh man. Well, see, that's not his it. That sounds like going to the gym is not his it. But for you, going to the gym is your it. Like you look
Oh,
at your Instagram, you're flexing on there, like you got that,
yeah. Hey.
got that. I don't have it, so I'm not gonna flex. I mean, uh, summer bod. I ain't got it yet, but yeah, it's really all about finding your it. So if you guys have been listening throughout this whole duration here, we're saying that your it is something that you're passionate about. Your it. Oh, and there goes the camera. I guess. Hold on. Give me a second. Tim, tell them about what your it is.
Just it to help people understand the word of God and be able to preach it to others and stuff like that.
No, at the end of the day, if there's something that you are passionate about, then you will definitely want to do that more and more. You know,
Yeah.
um, and Tim, you had said something earlier about your it is you were wanting to you would want to speak, but then you had a fear about your it. So could you tell me again, like, what would be the reason? Like, I know a lot of people want to hold themselves back because of fear, but like we were talking about, there was somebody in the Bible. So, like, tell me what, even though you have a fear, tell me how would you conquer that fear, and so you can still do your it.
I feel like conquering the fears to be consistent with it and understand that no matter what you do, God always has your back. And for me, I've dealt with some social anxiety or just anxiety in general, and so I always felt like judged or about little things in my life, and so then it's overcoming those little things and understanding that no matter where you go in life, you are God's creation and your it is your it and it's not the same as someone else's. And God made you the way he wants you to be.
So Delcia said, she said, I miss doing my it. Delcia, go ahead. Tell us what was your it. What was your it? Because I really want people to understand that your it is really your passion. It's the thing that you find um, joy in. Your it is not a painful thing. Your it is like Zeke. Going to the gym might be a painful thing. So going to the gym might be the it for Mr. Zeke. I'm just saying. Uh, no shade.
All shame.
All shade. Like no cap. uh, and you never miss your it because your it, like, we people, Christians, not Christians, it doesn't matter. Everybody has an it. You get me?
Yeah.
So we are supposed to help other people find their it, especially if it's something. If we've already found our it, we are definitely supposed to help other people find theirs, because
Hmm.
first you want to start with those people that's in your close net circle. Those are the people that you want to figure out what are their skills. You want to help them with understanding that their it complements the things that they already do. Like Miss Delcia said, running her salon was her it. People open. My sister is one of those people who opened a salon in her own house. You don't have to have rent out a spot and have that overhead, and hopefully get clients in and maybe have to market and then like overcharge clients to get into the so you can pay for the rent and things like that. Like, no, you just open it up in your backyard. If it's a hot sunny day outside, then what? Pull a chair up, get a canopy, boom. Let you be outside enjoying the breeze while you're getting, whatever, doing somebody's hair, or do whatever you do. But if you want to make others feel better about themselves, um, in and out, you can have it to where you're counseling them while you're also doing their hair, or counseling them while you're doing their makeup, counseling them. And so when you do have something that you're fighting in yourself, yes, it's kind of hard to do that. And so that's one thing you can pray about and be like, hey, God, I might not be in the physical condition to do what I really want to do my passion,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, God, show me what I can do now in my current state that I can still fulfill my it and get my it done, you know? And so if you want people to feel good on the inside and outside, Miss Delcia, like that is one thing that you can do. You can counsel people, you can talk to people, and then you can also use your situation that you're going with to talk to them and say, hey, listen, I may be fighting something right now in my body, and it is not making the inside of me feel good. But at the same time, I know the one who lives in me can fix everything that's wrong
Yeah.
in me. And I can then take that and I can work on my thoughts. I can work on my attitude. I can work on my motivation. I can work on my emotional state. And you can work on that with those people that you're talking with, like Tim and I, we talk not all the time, but we hit each other up on the phone and we'll have a conversation that'll last 2 hours easily. Easy 2 hours. Like, oh, bro, I got a phone call I need to take, which literally got a phone call I need to take, but yeah, this is more important. Why? Because this is the it. This is the it. Everything else can wait.
Yup.
Oh man. But yeah, man, I'm glad you guys enjoyed well, if you guys enjoyed, definitely hit those comments and let me know if you enjoyed this Faithful Over Famous podcast edition. Today we had our guest speaker. Today we had our guest speaker Timothy, Mr. Timothy. I wasn't going to say your full name, but it is going, Mr. Timothy Dunnick. And feel free to follow this guy on Instagram, man. He's 18. He's graduating this weekend. Whoop whoop, graduating
Yup.
this weekend, and he is starting his full time job on Monday.
No break.
No break, no pressure, And so I mean, send prayers out to him. And at the end of the day, man, I love you. You've done awesome things in your life, man. Like literally, you have done some amazing things. I've seen you do amazing accomplishments and things like that. You've been a football player. You actually turned down colleges because they saw something in you that they wanted, but they wanted to use you. And you're like, no, I have a bigger gift than that. And I don't want to just be
Mhm.
subjected to that one gift. So I'm proud of you, man. By all means, if you need anything, need any help, let me know.
Uh,
If you still
do
look,
same.
if you're still looking for that job, I mean, I got you because I need an editor over here. Facts.
So, like,
We
"Mom, I'm moving out."
we'll do an official interview off the live. But yeah, man,
Uh,
you guys follow Tim, man. He's gonna be doing awesome things right now. He's actually he's working out and he's having a mind set shift to work out on his body and get his body to where he wants it to be. He's been talking to people and leading them down the right path. He's had his ups and downs in life, and he sees that there is a way that he sees that there's a trajectory that he wants to put his life
mm.
uh through or to, and so I think this man got his head on his shoulder at 18 years old. I'm 31. 31. Mind you, this man started a podcast before I did, and was like, and 4 months later I started mine. So yeah, this man got his head on his shoulders. So definitely he is a guy to follow. um I've seen his Instagram posts, or some of them are definitely inspirational. And I can't say all. I mean,
Yeah.
all of them inspirational, but some of them are definitely inspirational. Um, and yeah, man, overall, he's just a good character. He's just a happy character. I love the man. By all means, if you guys want to follow me, you can follow me on one DJ Motivation on IG. I do have official Mark Lopez Instagram page as well, so you can go look that up.
Mhm.
All of the Faithful Over Famous stuff that will be happening going straight to DJ Motivation. And I believe like my business page and stuff like that. So, guys, that is all the time we have. Hey, Tim,
Yeah.
anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
No.
You good? You
Just
good?
find your passion and keep going forward with it, and understand that no matter what you do in life, God is always there.
Facts, facts. Spoken from the young man right there. All right. Yeah, guys, not sure when we're doing another Faithful Over Famous podcast, but when we do, you guys will be the first to know. If you drop your emails down in the comments or send me a direct message with your email, I'll definitely add you to the email list, and you guys can get some exclusive content, things like that from everything that we do here at Integrity Vibes Productions and Faithful Over Famous podcast. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody that just celebrated with their moms, whether they are still here on the earth or they have passed on. We still love you guys, and we are looking forward to talking to you guys and seeing you guys again. All right.
All
Enjoy
right.
your day.